Hey everyone, welcome back to Catching Up with the Walkers. Thank you for joining us on this beautiful Memorial Day weekend. We want to wish you guys a happy Memorial Day and a big thanks to all of those that fought for our freedoms.
Yes.
So we're going to, it's not really a MJ, but a CJ, it's close, civilian Jeep. We're gonna go be good civilians and go where, Cassie?
Get a snow cone.
Get a snow cone. So let Cassie show you what we're riding in.
So we're taking the Jeep down the road into town, get us some snow cones, and I don't know, they have other goodies there. We'll see what all they got, but kids are buckled up in the back and ready to go.
All right, so it's kind of like a little date night +2. You guys the tag-alongs?
Ranger went swimming with a friend, so we're gonna go get a snow cone.
Haha. All right, we ordered. Cassie, what did you get?
Salty Sally,
Which is?
lemon and lime with salt.
I got the lime drag, which is lime, salt, and ice, right?
Yeah.
And Mazzy, what did you get?
I got cotton candy.
Pink cotton candy.
Not a snow cone, just cotton candy.
Not a snow cone, just cotton candy. Ransom, what did you get?
I got
Pickle drag.
pickle dragon.
But if he doesn't like it, he's trading with me.
What a deal for him.
I know. I was gonna get the Fireball because I really like red hots or hot tamales, and that's what was on it. But I did the mom thing and told him I'd get one of that in case he doesn't like his.
Okay, well, Cassie's a team player here. But this is called Shiver Me Timbers in Locust Grove. I have their hours memorized. Weekdays, noon. No. Weekdays, 4 to 8.
Saturday.
Weekends, noon till 8 p.m.
Yeah.
So it's like 7 something right now. So if you're in Locust Grove, just stop by and tell them the Walkers sent you. They probably won't have any idea who you're talking about, but that's okay.
Depends on what kid's working.
All right, let's check this out.
All right. Thank you.
How is it?
Yeah. They even gave me a
All right, they have some like specialty stuff over here. It's pretty cool. They have chillin' chips, oatmeal, cream cone, all of that. But how many calories does that have? I'm trying to be low sugar. Huh?
Look how big Ransom's is.
We should have specified.
I didn't say a size.
Looks good, Ransom.
It is.
Let us know what you think. Good? Cassie, how's yours?
Good. There you go.
So Mazzy had to check on the little chick that has a splay leg. She's making sure it gets food and gets water. She's taking good care of it. We'll let Cassie give a little update on it in a little bit. It's still making it, but thought we'd do a little check-in on Cassie's flowers. I mean, they are really looking pretty right now. I don't know how long this will last, but then the hanging basket up here is also looking very pretty. You guys can see the bright colors. We don't do a whole lot of flowers at our house. So what we do, and the fact that we actually grew some, we're pretty proud of it. So there's a little basket right there. And then down here, I think I showed these on a live the other day, and people said that this is a weed. So this might be a weed back here. But back there's a little orange flower. So let me know, is that a weed? Do I need to pull that out? It probably is. I can pull it out. But it's green, and it kind of, looks nice against the house. If it is a weed, it's kind of a pretty weed. Sometimes people think thistles look pretty because they have the pretty purple flowers. Oh, there's Sue. Hey, Sue. So we're just waiting on Cassie. She heated up some fish. She's getting a little bite before she comes out here. Hey, Sue. She went to a fundraiser. I'll let her tell you about the fundraiser she went to in just a minute. Sue has got to be, I don't know how old she is. She has got to be 10 or 12 years old. How old do your cats live to be? I've heard people say they can go 18 to 20 years old, but let me know. Oldest cat you've ever had, how old was she? Sue is doing really well. She loves people. Her and Bella have come to a agreement. She gets to stay up here, and Bella is more or less backed off as far as chasing her. Every once in a while, I'll catch Bella chasing and get her, but not very often. Yeah, Bella, you're a good dog. You're a good dog. Yeah. Make sure the chick got food and water, sis.
Yep. Stop it. No.
Tell her down. Tell her down. Put your hand down like this. Down, Bella. Down, Bella. So I told them that you were inside eating some fish, and that it came from a special fundraiser today. You want to tell them what the fundraiser was?
There's a boy in our town who has been selected to go to, I'd get it wrong, but something like the World Championship for archery. There's the archery in the school program, like I coach at our school, and then you can make it to nationals. And then this boy made it even further. The whole team didn't. The whole team got second place at nationals, but he made it, and it's in Myrtle Beach in a couple weeks. So they're doing some fundraisers to help send him there. And they had a fish fry, so we went down and bought some of those, and the fish was really good.
Was it is it a previous student?
Yeah, when he was little, he went to our school, and now he goes to Locust Grove.
And Sue is right here beside me wanting attention. So if you see me doing something over here, that's Sue. Maybe she'll come over here in a minute. Can you come over here, Sue? Cassie loves cats.
No, she's good. Where she's at, she's licking her paw. She can stay.
Are you like Cassie? Do you despise cats?
I don't despise them.
Or do you
I
like
like
cats?
them for their purposes and what God created them for. Eat mice, because I hate mice.
But
I
you
like
don't.
cats. I hate mice.
But you don't like them being catty around you, right?
No, I don't like them rubbing on me. I don't like them staring at me. I like them to go do their job.
Well, some people are dog people. Some people are cat people. Some people are dog and cat people. I think I'm a dog and cat person because I like my dogs and I like my cats. But
well, I like them when they do their intended job.
You just don't like to be around them in close proximity, right? So
You're trying to get me in trouble here.
No. I'm just trying to explain. There's different types of people. Not everybody likes cows. I like cows. Not everybody likes chickens. Some people wouldn't own a chicken. You have a couple friends that are like that.
Because they're scared of birds.
They're scared of birds, and they wouldn't own a chicken. But anyway, that's cats, and that's Cassie, and that's what you get. What you see is what you get. So, catching up with the walkers. What have we been up to? Well,
School's out.
we have been out of school now for, the family has been out of school for
1 week.
One entire week. And our goal this year is to work hard and play hard. So Ranger and I have done.
I thought that was our year-round goal.
Well, it is, but this summer remember Ranger's job? I want him to learn to work. We continue to work at the house. We did a little bit of painting. We showed that on one of our Walker Farm Fan videos. We wanted to put a sample on the wall to make sure that my mom was happy with that. She was happy with it, so we've got to get more paint now. That's what we'll be doing this next week, is going back over there, doing some painting. Oh, bus paint. And I've been reading up on painting a bus, and I have decided that it is perfectly acceptable to roll it.
Notice he was looking at his phone in his pockets when we were videoing.
I'm videoing on the phone right now. So, but
You texted it to me.
more than one person, I can throw it up on the screen. It's no big deal. You can find it if you want. So Ranger and I were eating breakfast the other day, saw this cool looking Mercedes Sprinter van, and it has some really beautiful blue paint and it has some black line down the middle. And we were like, our bus is going to have black lines down the middle. So it would be like that with a white top. So we like the blue paint. Ranger and I like it. So I think that's what we're going to go with. One guy said he used 2 gallons to roll his entire bus. So we'll see. A lot of the work is going to be prepping it. So probably this later half of the summer, we might try to tackle the bus. But I need to do that because right now it's listed as a commercial vehicle. Insurance is really weird on schoolies, okay? First of all, there's some people that can't even get insurance because their insurance company won't do it. But right now, we have a commercial insurance policy because our bus is commercially insured. Once we get it transferred to an RV with an RV title.
Well, it has an RV title. It doesn't.
Nope, it doesn't. It doesn't have an RV title.
I thought you went down there and got it changed.
You can't change it until you've changed the inside and the outside color.
Oh.
In Oklahoma. So right now it's basically a van is what it's commercially insured as.
Oh.
And it's just a van.
But you still don't have to have a CDL.
You don't have to have a CDL because CDL is for commercial driving purposes. I'm not getting paid to drive it. So it's not a recreational vehicle. It's just a commercial type vehicle.
I don't get paid to drive the bus at school, so do I need one?
Yes, you do. You do get paid to drive because you're an employee of the school. And a weird, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And also, if you're transporting passengers in Oklahoma, then you have that passenger endorsement, which is part of a CDL. So if you haul more than 15 people, then you need a CDL. Is the way I understand it. Now, if you had 16 kids and you had a bus and it's not for a commercial, maybe. I don't know the rules. But anyway, talking about our bus, we need to get it painted so we can get it retitled as an RV. Once we retitle as an RV, insurance will go about half the cost. So it'll be even cheaper. It's not very expensive right now for liability, but it'll go even cheaper once we do that. So that's one of the pushing things that is driving us to do it is extra expense. So also this week, Ranger and I went over to our youth pastors, Ranger's youth pastor. He's building a brand new house, and he had a long water line ditch that he needed filled, and he didn't have a tractor or anything. He was going to have to use a wheelbarrow to put screenings down and cover his pipe. So Ranger got to spend a couple hours with a shovel and learning what covering a water line is all about and making sure that it doesn't get rocks puncturing it on the jagged edges. So that was good. But Cassie, what all do you have lined up this summer for the kids as far as camps? I know there's a lot.
Next week, Ranger has a basketball camp. Week after that, Mazzy has a basketball camp. Week after that, Ranger has church camp. Mazzy has a musical she's trying out for. It's a summer project thing that they do in Pryor. And then right after that, we're going on vacation. And
Ranger has church camps.
yeah, I already said that.
Oh, okay.
And then 1st of June, my basketball open gym workouts start up. And all sorts of stuff.
Yeah. So just because it's the summer doesn't mean we have tons of time to do everything.
Oh, and then someone told me about a baseball camp for Ransom in town. I need to get that information.
Because we still have pretty busy schedules.
Yeah.
Mazzy still has violin and voice lessons, and it's just still pretty busy. And if I look a little bit distracted, it's because my calves are out there fighting and playing, and it's kind of fun to watch.
I've been getting distracted by the neighbor's brake lights.
Neighbors break. Oh, they're bright.
They were flickering.
Yeah. Hang on, let me show you the calves real quick. So right out there, you got all the baby calves. And of course they're gonna quit, but just a second ago they were all pushing each other around. And about this time of day they really enjoy because it's cooler. There we go. There's a little action.
There's 2 bull calves.
So you can see why I was distracted.
Yep.
That's entertainment to me. And now they're doing it again. So But we're looking forward to all of the things this summer that we have going on, and the kids being out of school. Lots of memories to be made. We need to go to the creek. Need to go to the lake.
I was just thinking, maybe tomorrow we take the schoolie where we camped on the lake last year and take the kayaks there and see if they have that pontoon boat with the slide in the water yet.
Pontoon boat with the slide. I know what you're talking about. Yep. We'll see. I don't know about taking the schoolie unless we're going to stay all night.
You don't want to?
Well, the kayaks are already in the trailer. Oh, no, I don't really want to stay all night.
Well, you can't just go. They don't just let you go down there unless you're staying there.
Well, Memorial Day, we're going to be eating, right?
On Monday.
Oh, the next day. Okay. I didn't know if we'd have to cook stuff that morning.
We don't have to cook anything.
Cassie's not usually worried about preparing food for...
We're supposed to bring sides.
family dinners.
It's not like we have to smoke meat all day.
Well, so speaking of smoking meat, I bought 2 logs of bologna right before Cassie told me that I did not need to buy any bologna, or not need to buy any meat.
Yeah, my brother-in-law's taking care of all the meat.
So there's a place in Stillwell, Oklahoma called Mountain View Meat Packing, Meat Processing, whatever it's called, and they make some of the best hot links and bologna and other types of meats. Those calves are running to their mamas now. They're like, whoo, beeline to their moms.
I'm distracted by the rooster who keeps crowing.
So I've been looking for some Mountain View bologna. They have the thin bolognas like this, or not like a huge roll, and then they're long, and you can smoke them, and you get a lot of smoke flavor throughout. And their bologna is really good. So I was kind of excited about it. I bought a hot and a mild, or
Guess
hot
what?
and a regular.
You get to cook them for us now.
But I can cook them a different day, so they're still going to be good. But I need to see what we're doing tomorrow, because I could maybe sneak them in tomorrow evening if we had some people over. It's a holiday weekend all
Ransom
weekend.
thinks he's going kayaking tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. So we did go on a bicycle ride though. So he enjoyed the bicycle ride earlier. But we'll get plenty of things to go this holiday weekend. Kayaking does sound fun. Ranger was talking about going to the same lake we went to, where there's no gasoline motors allowed. Pump back.
That's where I've been wanting to go so I can take my boat.
And go fishing?
My little boat thing that Gary doesn't like because it doesn't fit in his trailer.
Yeah, it's a little long for
Yeah.
my 12-foot trailer.
Go fishing or put out some jug lines or something.
Yeah. So maybe we'll do that tomorrow. Maybe we'll go put some jug lines out.
Jug lines is you gotta clean the fish.
You don't know how to clean a fish, Cassie?
I mean, it's been a very long time, but like after you go enjoy yourself, then you gotta bring all the fish home and the work begins. And which is fine, but
If you catch them, you got to
you remember how to clean a fish?
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
I can clean a catfish. They're pretty easy.
I trust you. I know you've done it a million times.
Well,
You like riding a bike?
It's
We haven't fished much in the last 5-6 years.
No, we haven't. We've fished a few times in ponds, and we fished with Derek.
And when we fish, we usually throw it back. We've fished, but we haven't fished to feed ourselves.
Yeah, we fished. Well, you weren't there at the river the other day when it was probably last year with Derek. We cleaned a lot of fish and ate a lot of fish.
You act like that was yesterday.
I know, it was probably like 6 months ago. But were you there? That's what I was wondering.
I wasn't invited, I guess.
Oh yeah, it was that day that I think Emma and Amanda came, and you didn't know that the wives were coming.
Oh yeah,
And-
Ashley I think went, and she was like, "Where is Cassie?"
Oh yeah. Ashley was there. She thought Cassie was going to be there, and you weren't.
I believe we had Little Bear then.
Yeah, we did. And life is different. Whenever you don't have a toddler in your house versus you have a toddler, that's one thing that we're experiencing this summer. The last 2 to 3, 4 summers, we've had foster children in our home, and which is a blessing, but at the same time,
It changes everything.
it changes your ability to go and do. You're at home more often. So this year we do get the opportunity to do a little bit more.
Yeah, so the last several summers, Gary would take the kids and go do stuff, and I would stay home with them because it usually wasn't age appropriate, or it would take some time to like teach them and what's the word I'm looking for? Like, they hadn't been around the river and the creek and things like that. And it wasn't safe to take them until they knew to listen to us and do what we say. Like, stop means stop. Don't go any further means don't go any further. And just doing things that, not just throwing them out there when they've never experienced that. And it's kind of overwhelming. The older kids we had. So it's a totally different summer because of that, which is a blessing, but also sad. So life changes.
Yeah. And as far as, because we haven't talked about this in a while, but the 111 project, we're still working with them, still fielding requests. Most of the ones that come up in Locust Grove in our area is the ones that we try to fulfill. And so if you don't remember what that is, I'll just tell you. So the 111 project tries to fill the needs of foster children, whether it be foster children in foster homes or it's children that are on the brink of going into foster care and helping their parents keep them, or family members keep them, or
the kids in foster care, but you're helping the family member or the parents get dishes or get transportation or do different things that is needed in order for the reunification to happen.
Yeah, so some of the examples of the way that we've been able to help is provide pots and pans to family members, gas cards.
Pots and pans to the parents.
Yeah, pots and pans to the parents, because they have to prove that they can do everything to take care of their children, which part of that is cooking and providing meals. So pots and pans, gas cards for grandparents that are watching or taking custody of their grandkids.
Like a kinship.
Kinship custody to take them back and forth to services. Because a lot of times you don't think about it, but if kids are removed from their home and placed with their grandparents, they weren't ready or prepared to take on that. Furniture is probably usually the biggest request.
And when family usually get them, they don't get as many services from DHS and things like that. So 111 though helps, one, to help the family members that usually maybe wouldn't get help, but also when we've had children in our home and we do have a need, we got to fill out the paperwork, they got to turn it in. Takes 20, 30 days to get the stipend, then you can go get XYZ. But this, immediately the social worker puts it online, us and other people at our church and across the nation can see it, and that need can be met within 24 hours, hopefully. And you don't have to go through that whole process that it normally would take.
Yeah, and you can monitor it real time. So if it comes up and there's a need in our community, if a different church or a different individual claims responsibility, they're going to take care of that, you see it in real time. So it's not like you have multiple people going out and trying to fulfill the same issue. And everything has been vetted by the worker of the DHS worker. So the caseworker.
Not just anybody can put the need on there. It has to be legit from the worker.
Yeah. So if it's a need on there, it's a real need. So that's what we've been doing this time in our lives to do foster care. It's kind of something that we do feel God has led us to do. And maybe at some point we will open our home back up. But for now, for our family, this is what we have chosen to do. Mm-hmm. And you never know, it might change in the future. And of course, the last big thing we have planned for the summer is our 50 states in 5 years vacation continuation. Yep. So Yellowstone, I've got to finish my planning on all of that. That is on my to-do list this week. I have to finalize any stops we're going to make and take it day by day. I've already planned out the first couple stops.
Yeah, and if you missed it, we rerouted where we're going. We're not going towards
West Coast,
Oregon and California. We're going east to North Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin, making our way down to Chicago, Illinois, so we can drop Ranger off at a mission trip that we didn't know about until we had already planned it. We've known about the mission trip now several months, but we had already planned the vacation months ago. So making it work and just being flexible and adjusting and headed that direction.
Yeah, and they were the states that we're going to be visiting are states we needed to go to anyway.
Yeah, it worked out.
So, and there is something to see in every single state. I mean, there at North Dakota, we've learned there's national park that we can stop and visit, and some other things. So a lot of you guys have helped out with stops along the way there. Plenty to see in Minnesota, Wisconsin. I don't know for sure that we'll get into Michigan, but if we do, you guys have told us about lots of places to go there too.
Yep.
So I think we have plenty of options now. It's just finalizing our route and making sure that we can fit in everything on a schedule that gets us back where we need to be on time. But we'll be traveling in an RV, so we will have everything kind of right there where we need it. Bathrooms, Cassie. We will not be stopping for bathrooms on this trip.
But you know what?
What?
I can drink as many things as I want to drink because I got a bathroom right there. I can drink some coffee. I can drink some pop if I choose. I can get, I like to stop.
Don't make yourself sick though.
I like to get like
road sick.
Not juices, but what would you say? I guess kind of maybe juices. Different mango things and mango drinks and watermelon. I don't know. I really like grapefruit juice too. But anyway, I like to get interesting things and drink them as we travel. And usually I can't because that means I have to stop and use the bathroom a lot. But now my bathroom is with me.
So that part will be good at least. Maybe
I'm gonna stock up.
Well, maybe we can also bypass the gas station snacks as much as possible by going to Walmart or Sam's Club and stocking the RV full of some snacks and drinks.
Pre-kids, road trips meant when Cassie's got to use the bathroom every hour, we stop at a gas station, get an interesting snack and drink, and get back on the road. With kids, that's like $60 every time you stop.
You have to pace yourself.
So we do. We pack stuff. The kids have drinks and snacks as needed, but we pack them and pre-buy them so we're not buying a $6 drink when we could have bought 12 for $6.
Yeah, so definitely looking forward to the trip though. I think that we'll make a lot of memories. We will be on the road a lot, which is okay though. Like I said, with an RV, it's not as taxing as if you're in a car, because in an RV you can stretch out a little more and
rest,
do what you need to do. So I'm looking forward to that. We'll see how it goes on this trip. We might have to rent another RV one day to do some more
the
travel.
other direction.
No, we definitely have covered a lot of miles in the last 3.5 years.
We have.
So we need to update. That's one thing we need to do before we leave on our trip, is update everybody over at Walker Farm Fam on all the states we visited and how many we have left.
Yep, we have a map that one of you guys sent us that we keep up with.
I actually purchased that.
Oh, I thought they sent that to us.
I purchased it at an RV store.
Somebody sent us something.
I think we have another one that goes up on a wall of like a window that works.
It's like a window.
Yeah, but the one that we're using, I went to an RV store and purchased it because they were hard to find. I wanted to buy it that day. Of course, I didn't want to order it off of Amazon and wait 5 days or whatever.
Where were you at? Like in Tulsa?
Yeah. There's an RV store in Tulsa. They had them. So it's, if you're a traveler, that's what you do.
I'm surprised it didn't stick to the wall for your RV.
But I think they had that option. So hopefully you have subscribed to both of our channels so you can follow along when we do go on our summer travels. I know it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to make a lot of memories. We hope you come along with us. So as far as prayer requests on Catching Up with the Walkers, we always encourage you to leave any prayer requests you have down in the comments. A while ago, while we were on our Jeep ride, we ran into Cassie's cousin.
Yeah, her and her family were out for a walk, and her name is Kinley, and she recently had a procedure done and a surgery. So if you guys remember her in your prayers, we'd appreciate it. And like Gary said, those of you that have prayer requests, drop them in the comments. And I always enjoy seeing that people go down there and encourage one another, say, hey, I've been through this, or I'm praying for you, or whatever. That's so encouraging, and it takes everybody to lift each other up and encourage one another. And it means a lot to people. I know it does.
Yeah. But we hope you guys have a great Memorial Day. Maybe you can spend some time with family, take a break from work, and enjoy, but also be thankful for what the men and women of our country have done to give us our freedoms.
Yeah, have a safe holiday and tell someone thank you.
Yep. We hope you guys have a great day, and God bless.
We love you guys.